Well, we're here in Rome. This is the last show of the tour. We've been touring for 5 weeks here in Europe, and it's been a lot of fun so far. I have two awesome musicians traveling with me from America, and they've made it, a real kind of different show. I guess the material we're playing is still music that I've composed, but having them kind of play with me really gives it a different kind of texture. So the show tonight involves kind of a lot of acoustic stuff and a lot of electric stuff and vocal stuff, so it's going to be fun kind of bringing this show to an audience who probably won't expect that from me. Well, I guess, as far as soloing goes, I kind of started with like blues rock kind of stuff, I remember the first thing I ever learned, I'll get a pic here. The first thing I ever learned was like the pentatonic kind of scale and ideas around that. And I'd always played like blues and stuff, so I come from that kind of background. But nowadays I listen to a lot of jazz and a lot of funk and a lot of Django Reinhardt and Wes Montgomery, So I guess influences come from a lot of places, but when I started playing. Just kind of pentatonic stuff, and then as I kind of got into a little more jazz, I kind of go. So those kind of influences come through, just like melodic minor kind of ideas, as well as like the way Django and those gypsy guys used to pick, I love that, and I love kind of incorporating that into like electric guitar stuff, because not a lot of people do that, But I love, one of my favorite improvisers is a guy named Wayne Krantz, who is in New York, jazz guitar player, but he's not like a typical jazz guy. He like takes the rule book and completely tears it apart. He's one of my favorite players, and he do a lot of stuff like he do it. It's hard to explain in kind of examples, but just the way he phrases things and the way he plays, I really like. I listen to him a lot, so that kind of comes through my playing. I hope one day. To be honest, I haven't explored it as much as I want to. When I play jazz, I feel like I'm playing imitation jazz. I'm just pretending, and part of me thinks that that's a little lazy, but part of me likes to kind of just bring jazz ideas into just like a context which is not like coming from a jazz place, But as far as melodic minor goes, over the A dominant chord in the key of D minor, if I'm playing over an A7, I'd use the B flat melodic minor scale, which is like this sound. Which kind of, and I'd use the half tone, whole tone scale, as well, combine the two. I guess I kind of just look for different sounds, and I whenever I find a guitar player who has really cool ideas, I try and ask him to show me a couple, So they come from a lot of different places, but I guess the way I learned to play and the way I learned these ideas was never from a teacher or from a book. So it was never presented to me step by step. I just kind of stole it from anywhere I could. So a lot of the information I know has holes in it. I don't really know as much about harmony or scales as I'd like to, but that's part of the fun, kind of exploring the unknown and